Yeah. That's fine.
Fine, good.
There's no repeats here, that's just straight.
Oh, just straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe we add, it's not in the lyrics, but we add maybe.
Do you want to repeat the last one?
Right?
Do you want to repeat the last one?
Well, we don't.
Oh, we don't.
It's not in the lyrics. It's not in the score, the lyrics.
Yeah.
I didn't make it complicated. Hey. Carl, can you hear this? Yeah. So that one can do a cajon.
Oh, much better.
I'll just get it outside text, otherwise it's blowing air. Can anyone play a cajon? Can you play a cajon? If you play percussion, you should know how to play cajon.
She's playing.
Oh, drum! Perfect!
But at school.
That
That's what I was
matter.
thinking whether
You know what, cajon is really simple to pick up, I think.
Is it better by this or drum?
You know what, in all honesty, if you start, because you
Oh, we put front and side?
you can get you can I see people do funny things like this because you change there's a spring behind it. Oh yeah, it's true.
This is 200,
200, but this one, right? This guy's artist, right? They sell them for about 250. This one is expensive. This one's a real deal.
Oh, yeah. It looks better.
The Slagworks is the real deal. This is cheap. This is a Rolls Royce.
So this is about 500.
Oh, more than that. Yeah. The Slagworks, yeah. That's a real deal.
But it's different with the drum you got fit.
Yeah. You know, you can do like the pedal. You can do the drum, the kick on here. Oh, they do funny things to the. Morning, how are you? Huh? No, I'm just playing. I'm just learning to play chords. Yeah, I was just learning to play chords. I think I played the wrong scale.
There's no melody.
No. Right?
Hello, good morning. Good morning to everybody. Good morning to those online. Let's kick off with Isaiah 48, verse 20. For those of us, actually we'll go to the slide before. For those of us who are here or also online, you can follow our program with the QR code. Scan that, it'll link you to our program. You can follow along with the sentences, the sermon outline, as well as what we're covering for this morning. Well, to kick off this morning, we're looking at Isaiah 48, verse 20. It says this: "Declare this with a shout of joy, proclaim it, send it forth to the end of the earth. Say, the Lord has set his people free." That's a message that has gripped us and we can sing about. So why don't we do just that? I'm going to pass it to Tim and the music team as the words remind us about how great God is.
Would you please stand? The splendor of the King, clothed in majesty, let all the earth rejoice, all the earth rejoice. He wraps himself in light, and darkness tries to hide, and trembled at his voice, trembled at his voice. How great is our God! Sing with me, how great is our God! And all will see how great is our God. Age to age he stands, and time is in his hands, beginning and the end, beginning and the end. The Godhead three in one, Father, Spirit, Son, the Lion and the Lamb, the Lion and the Lamb. How great is our God! Sing with me, how great is our God! And how great is our God! Name above all names, you are worthy of all praise.
and my heart will sing, how great is our God. How great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God. And all will see how great is our God. Please be seated.
Good morning to all of you, if you're joining us online or in person. One of the things that we do a lot as Christians is to get together. We do that every Sunday. But there are occasions when we get together with people outside our church, in conferences. One of the conferences that many of us go to each year, not me personally, because it's a women's conference, is called Equip. And we're going to talk a little bit about that, and I'm going to invite Hannah to come up because she has been going to Equip for the last little while. Last year. Come on up. I think we should give her a hand encouragement. Thanks, sir. I might swap places with you because the camera is pointing that way. Okay. Now, Hannah, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Who's in your family? What do you do during the week?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm married to Meng, who's sitting over there, and I have 3 kids. I have Sarah, who's also sitting over there, Peter, and Elisa.
Okay.
What do I do during the week? Oh, well, I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
Doing all the
everything,
stay-at-home
like
moms
psychologist and ambulance driver and everything. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Chef, you name it.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the questions that we. Okay, that's great. Oh, and how long have you been?
Years. I got married here.
You got married
here?
here?
Yeah, I must have got married here.
Yeah,
back
28
in
years.
1994.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, Meng, do you know what date that was when you got? No. I won't put you on the spot. But I'm sure that you remember that. We'll get you to come up and share it to everyone. Yeah. Now, that's a photo. So, Equip has been a conference for women, and
I think maybe
up until 2 years ago, they were meeting in one place. And obviously, with COVID, that wasn't possible.
I don't know how to YouTube.
I'm hearing voices.
To YouTube.
I'm going to turn it off.
But last year and the year before, it's hard to just sit at home and watch something on the screen. What the women at our church decided to do is to come together at church so that they can participate in the conference together. You went to the conference last year. What was it like? What were some of the highlights for you being part of the conference last year?
Yes, so last year was the first time that I went because I had the opportunity to go. Because in previous years I had to travel into the city and attend in person. So it was just a good opportunity for me to not just get away from housework for the day, because I tend to be like a Martha in the Bible, running around doing things.
Okay.
But it's good to take a Mary moment to sit and listen.
Yeah.
So, and the highlight was that I could sit and study God's Word in the company of lovely ladies from our church and have fellowship with them, and to dig deep into God's Word. We did the book of Ruth, and so that spoke to me because I was like an outsider, like Ruth.
Okay.
But God brought me home. In relationship to Himself through Jesus Christ. So that was a really powerful message.
That's really good. So in terms of the ladies who came along, are they all of the same age?
No. So they're for all age groups. So young moms, old moms like me. My daughter who's not married, not mum, but young, for the young. So for all ages, for all women of all ages.
Okay. It's really, really good that, as you said, Ruth spoke to you personally. Now this year, at Equip, they're looking at the Book of Lamentations.
Yes.
So it's very timely. They decide Lamentation before we decide Lamentation. I think they're copying us. No, I don't know.
Okay.
So are you going to be, are you thinking that you're going to be hearing exactly the same thing? You know, I know the preaching at our church is brilliant. What do you think what are you expecting to hear that might be different, or when you're looking at the same book again?
Well, I think the Book of Lamentations, I think, is a really rich book. It really is not just about the people of that time, but really about us, all of us.
Yeah.
You know, our suffering, our turning away from God and our sin. And so I think the highlight is just to remember that God is consistently faithful, kind, compassionate. And I think no matter how many times we do a study of a passage or a Bible, you could never learn everything about God, because He's a living God.
Yeah.
So I definitely think that all the women who would be going to Equip 22 would definitely get a lot out of it. It enriches their understanding of who God is, who we are, who God is, and what our relationship